Hey everyone, this is a very raw, uncut, unedited video of me trying to explain what interface designers or interaction designers do for people who are new to design or who just want to learn more about our profession or what we achieve or try to achieve, right? Now, I was reading a couple of books earlier, so just got this very nice example of how interfaces should feel. So I thought I'll just try to explain. Now let's take a user. Now this is the hand that I've chosen to represent users. The reason being that it's always reaching out to something, right? Hence this illustration. Now there's always a user and there's always a goal, right? Now let's example they want to book a cab, right? Or they want to book a movie ticket, or they want to order a sandwich, right? Simple goals, right? Now in an ideal world, or let's say a magical world, the best thing would be that I just snap my fingers and the thing appears. Hey, book me a movie ticket, and it happens. Hey, get me a sandwich, and it happens, right? But we do not live in a magical world, right? While that could be a preference for a lot of those or a lot of us, but it's not true, right? What happens, or what is the reality, is to achieve for this user to reach out to these goals, they always have to go through a interface, right? Now let me just reduce the opacity a little, but it is always an interface like this through which they reach to their goals, right? Now, by no means I want to imply that these interfaces should always be like a digital interface. It could exist in a physical space also. I'll give you an example. Let's say you go to a Turkish restaurant, right? Now, the aim is to enjoy Turkish food, but the restaurant is the medium, right? The menu is the medium. The orders to the waiter is a medium, right? It's an interface, right? Now, for this example, let's just stick to a digital device or an app, because we're discussing human-computer interaction. Now, see what's happening. Without this, they would have easily reached or achieved their goals, but now they have to also navigate through an interface through which they would want to reach or achieve their goals, right? Now, here it's an additional friction that they want to navigate or they want to clear to reach out to their goals, right? Already, they would have concerns about these things too. For example, will the cab be on time? Will I reach my destination on time? Will the movie be nice, right? Will the food be enough? Will the food be tasty, right? All of those frictions already exist at this space, but we are also adding another friction that they have to clear to reach out to their goals, right? Now that's another friction point. Sometimes the interface becomes so complex that it looks like this. Now you see what's happening. They are unable to see their goals now because this is a big friction point for them to clear. They cannot see their goals clearly now, right? They cannot believe that they would be able to achieve their goals because of the complex interface that somebody has designed, right? A simple example could be, let's say this user group only knows Hindi as a language, right? And this interface, now when I say interface, consider digital apps, but it could be outside, and this is reality, right? This interface only understands English or is only designed in English language. You see, they're unable to see their goal now. But let's say this has been designed in their local language, right? It could look something like this. I've not made it completely transparent because there could be some still other friction points like logins and preferences and whatnot, but somehow they can still now see their goal. They're able to clear that first barrier and they're able to see, I can still achieve my goals. Some interfaces are so intuitive and so well thought and designed that they look like this, completely transparent, right? Users do not even feel that they're going through an interface to when they reach out to their goals. It feels so transparent, almost transparent, or so intuitive. A simple example could be Netflix, right? When you look at or when you watch a movie on Netflix, you and the movie, these are two things that exist. Of course, you're watching it through an interface, but the moment you tap, it pauses. The moment you double tap, it jumps 10 seconds, right? So it has been so intuitively designed or so well thought through that you do not feel like, you designed an interface. It feels like, you're just watching the movie. It's probably a lot later that you realize, I was watching it on Netflix, right? Sometimes it happens. Now, that's how good design is. But imagine the interface starts acting up. For example, you are not able to search or locate the search bar. You're not able to play or pause because the buttons are not working, right? That way, your Netflix even could look like this. You are so consumed in figuring out the interface that you have forgotten or you cannot see your goals very clearly, right? Now, is it easy, or am I to say that it is possible that all the interfaces look like this? Absolutely not. Why? Because you are designing for the masses and everybody would have their own preferences, right? And it also depends, for you to design an intuitive experience or an interface, it also depends a lot on this user group. You have to understand their physiological needs, psychological needs, to understand how to design this interface. Very simple example, let's say these people do not like to spend money, and if your interface demands a lot of money, trust me, they will not be able to see their goals very clearly. If these are the people who are not so tech literate, and your interface is very tech savvy, they'll not be able to see their goals, right? So it's very important that when you're designing, you know what are the limitations, constraints, goals, motivations, pain points of this user group that you're designing for, right? Okay, one caveat, I do not intend to say that, oh, all the interfaces should be looking like this all the time. No, there should be some friction point for some experiences, for example, flying a plane or steering a ship, because there you need some friction so that it ensures that mistakes are not committed easily, right? Because the risks are higher. But in a general sense, you would want to achieve some sort of this experience where they can see their goals very clearly or feel very confident that they'd be able to, through your interface, meet their goals, right? But as I said, it is difficult. But now, imagine AI coming into the picture, right? And agents being super smart, able to understand or make smart assumptions. They know us end to end. Imagine an interface that is hyper personalized to our needs. For example, if I can only talk in Hindi, AI has made that interface only in Hindi, right? If somebody just needs to see a very simple interface, AI has done that for them. So there could be a possibility that all the interfaces actually, look like this because AI has done it for us. That could be a possibility, but that's what I wanted to explain, and I hope it helped.